I'd like to welcome you to Andrews This Week for the week of July 19th, 2008. Let's take a look at what happened in the currencies. Andrews traders at the beginning of the week, this high here, by the way, was on Tuesday, were able to draw their median lines, the low, the high, and the low, and they saw that prices went up to the median line and turned. As prices came down, the areas around the warning lines, which are these parallel lines, particularly the second one, wound up being resistance. Prices came up and went down further. Of course, you draw your other median line, high, low, high, in the Australian dollar, and you can see that as prices came up, once again the Andrews lines wound up being your resistance points. In the Dow Jones, we could see that prices went down rather steeply this week. We can take the median lines using the high, low, high, and we can see that when prices came down, they made it to the median line. However, this is a 1 hour chart, and some of you may have wanted to zero in on this a little bit more. Let's take a look at this from another point of view. Let's move it on up to a 3, and we take the high, low, high, and as prices came down to make the new lows, you were able to quickly see that prices had already broken above the warning lines, telling you that something's going on, that this is about to turn to the upside. And as prices came down, they only made it to the parallel. Notice this is a green line, the red line's a median line. They only made it down to the parallel where they found the turn. Pivots are often made at the parallel and the median line, as you know. And so prices went down to the parallel and turned to the upside. Let's take a look at how things played out in the euro. In the euro, prices at the beginning of the week had a similar situation to the Australian dollar. Prices went up to the median line and turned to the downside. When they came down, the parallel lines are your support and resistance points. As you can see here, this was a very nice resistance point. Prices were way below it for a long period of time, went up to it, of course couldn't get past it, and turned to the downside. Let's see if there was something that was easy to see on the smaller charts. Let's look at the 15. Now, this point here is the same as this point here. So let's take a look. If we simply now I've lost my way here. Let's take a look at this. Okay, it's this one here. Okay. So if we simply take, let's try this, our low, high, low, we can see that this high here, which was the second of the test, made it past the median line. And we take the low, high, low, and we see, as expected, well, it's probably easier if I draw it the other way. So when prices were coming up to that resistance point, They also hit a resistance point on the smaller scale, which was the far parallel, as you can see. So this point here is the same as this point here on your 60-minute chart. Let's take a look and see what happened in the Japanese yen. In the Japanese yen, at the beginning of the week, prices were going up, 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 up. Let's first of all take the low, high, low. And we can see that prices went past the median line in a strong fashion, came back down, went back up to it again, and we're hanging out past the median line. So how do you know that prices are not as strong as this point here? Very easy. Draw the inside SH. And inside SH, as you know, this is drawn from an extreme point. And notice that when prices went up, they were not able to make it up to that inside SH line, giving you effectively divergence. A higher high, yet not as strong. And down she went. So let's see what happened after down she went. We draw our high, low, high. And we can see that prices made a nice correction back up to the parallel and then went down further on Friday, giving you a very nice opportunity to short. Let's see if we find something interesting on the 15-minute chart. This is the same point. Now, obviously, if I draw a median line using low, high, low, this is going to be extremely weak. Let's take a look. Notice it's below. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's try this. Using low, high, whoop, high, low. We can see that prices are outside the parallel. They're outside warning line number 1, telling you they're extremely weak. And so we need to use something else. So let's move down the list here. On the left, notice the RM button. Let's press that. Let's take the low, high, low. And we can see that one of the warning lines of the RM is a very nice support line for this, and once prices broke the support line, down she went. Now before they broke the support line, they went to resistance, which is right here on your hourly chart. Thank you for your attention. If you're interested further in the Andrews techniques, we teach the complete course, the advanced course, which shows you a variety of things on Elliott wave, our version of Elliott wave that is, making it much easier, and the various Andrews techniques, which are much more than the median lines and the parallels. You can find these, of course, by going to andrewscourse.com. This is the August 19th, 2008 video of Andrews Currencies This Week.